Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, everybody. What a wonderful day to be back in the land of the living one more time. So, I want to talk about some general, things going on in the world. And then I want to specifically talk about an issue that R. Kelly had, well, statement that R. Kelly had made regarding, why he's all this trouble because of his wife not being dutiful and wanting to pursue her career instead of take care of him. We'll talk about that later. But this is what listen, it is so much going on. Yes, I am in my home office. That's my dog barking, but guess what? That's just real life. But you know what? I am amazed. Well, you know what? I try not to be amazed um, at what we see happening. Oh, but look, I'm tripping. You know what? I'm tripping. Y'all like, what's up? Do my check-in. Puddin'. Good afternoon. Charlene Wilson. Good afternoon. Crystal Sears. Yes. Hermana Antonio. Greetings from Ottawa, Canada. Please let me know where you're coming from. The state. Barbara Jean Coleman, good afternoon. Barbara Smith, good afternoon. ZZ Nichols, good afternoon, everyone. PD Cruiser, greetings, Auntie. Colette Fewell, good afternoon. Jeanette Corbin, hello from Southfield, beautiful. What's up? Monique Miller, good afternoon. Carol Gibbs, good afternoon. Angela Denise, good afternoon. Monica Miller from Louisville, love that. Y'all got the concert down there. Good afternoon, Bridget Ellis, Karen Harris, Amanda Boyce, Brooklyn in the house. I'll be in New York next week. Patricia Summers, good afternoon. Raj Shaz, how you doing, Vonda? Good. David Dye, Ashana Sheriff, Candace Burrell, Navina Oglesby from Atlanta. That's my maiden name, so we related. Maurice Green from Wilmington, North Carolina. Carol Gibbs from Fort Myers, Florida. I love Florida. Tammy Irvin. Victoria McLemore. Good morning, Rising Star. What's up, Queen? Renaya Wilton from Harper Woods. Marion Jackson. Crystal F. from Port Lucia. Bonita loves all small, all kind of law, as long as you're in Michigan. Victoria McLemore in the house in Houston, Texas. David and Katrina from California. June Martin, hey, Vonda, checking in from the Windy City. West Bloomfield in the house. Denise Johnson, KK East Side. Facebook users, North Richland, Texas. Castillo, good afternoon from Buffalo. Laverne Lockett from Walled Lake, Michigan, and Victoria McLemore, Queen. Gail Strickland from Detroit. Now, do not forget tonight, yes, tonight at 9:30, we will be kicking it live with Single and Satisfied, Felicia Wagner from Salem, North Carolina, and Janine Young. So let me jump into this right quick, right? Good afternoon from Fort Myers. Y'all had me here all night. I'm so honored and privileged that you take time out of your beautiful day. Janine Young from Louisiana. My daughter went to school down there in LSU. I really do appreciate this, okay? Alan Seeley from Little Rock, Arkansas. And Miss Hicks, 149 days clean, celebrating you, Queen. Do that. CJ Made Man, Age and Grace. Yes, indeed. So anyway, listen to this now. You ready? Now, I've always said that when you make the rules of the game, you can change them. Okay. And you're able to change those rules to fit whatever circumstances you want it to be. But this kind of made me sick. It did. I'm going to be honest with you. First of all, we know about the senseless killing of Breonna Taylor in Kentucky, how they tried to cover it up. They did what's known as a knock and they did not knock and announce. They did a no knock and announce warrant, which I don't know why. I believe that it's tantamount to be illegal. You have feds that use it. They have superior training, but them state boys, they don't know nothing. Okay, I'm not saying that they don't know it, but they don't have the proper training. Basically, when you execute a warrant in someone's home, you have to knock and announce, "This is the police." You open the door. They failed to do that. They came in there, guns ablazing. You know, they said that they saw movement. Yeah, 5 o'clock in the damn morning, you would see some movement, okay? That there was an allegation that they were secreting drugs and all of this, and that's normally when you know you do a warrant like that when there are exigent circumstances. What are exigent circumstances? Exigent circumstances, if you think somebody is in danger of being killed or contraband destroyed or there's an emergency situation. But let me get to this. Oh, let's go. So they failed after Breonna Taylor was shot like an animal. Word got out that she had been killed. Now, her mother goes to the location and they say she's at the hospital. Her daughter laying in a hallway riddled with bullets because by this time they figured out what? No guns. Oh, we gotta figure this out. And that they did. The stories change, body cams were they weren't on. How do you execute a superior type of no knock and announce warrant and you don't have your body cam on? Anyway, needless to say, they failed to indict the officers that were involved. However, one officer was, and he was found not guilty on 3 counts of wanton endangerment. The former detective fired multiple shots during the March 13, 2020 raid. Okay, so this was just a slaughter. But you ready? Um, so once a case, so check this out, right? So anyway, so what they ended up doing is what they do is normally as part of Kentucky law passed in 2020, criminal cases in which a defendant is found not guilty are supposed to be automatically expunged. But what happened was that they did finally expunge this for him. And the lawyer is basically saying, oh, well, we don't have an opportunity for clearing his name. But let me tell you this, follow along, listen to me. In Michigan, if you are accused of a sexual crime on Monday and you are arrested, and on Wednesday, the alleged victim says, he didn't do it, I'm lying. Do you know that even though that case is dismissed, the fingerprints remain under seal forever, despite you not being charged? But here's a man who was charged, okay, found not guilty, but they destroy his fingerprints. Now, my thing is that here is a person who, although beyond a reasonable doubt, that at least they should have retained the prints. So if he try to go get another job in law enforcement, they'll say, hey, watch dude. but it would apply in criminal sexual conduct cases. With the media attention that this case had, it would seem to me that somehow they would be able to track this man. Now, I understand that there's a finding of not guilty, and I'm with that. But the statute should be that in a case where you charge with something serious like this, that they ought to be able to monitor. But listen, that's just how folks do for other folks, okay? We find here in Romulus, Michigan, River Rouge, a person accused of of an officer of misconduct. Because they're shorthanded, they invite him back, according to news outlets. This is just amazing. This is, you know what, is so senseless. We see a double standard. Hit it, Robin. We see a double standard. You know what I'm saying? We see a double standard. And it has to be at some point in time, money is insufficient. Just throwing money, what? Oh, when the officers did it, give them $1 million. You know what I'm saying? They good with that. Go here somewhere. Huh? You took this person's life. And now this officer, they can go back to being a police officer. Go back, be hired with the feds. At some point, if you would do that in those criminal sexual conduct cases, it seems like he would do that as well. Now, I want to talk about something as well. And this is really getting on me. Okay. And I know we older ladies and men, but if you know someone who is a younger woman, you have the ability, obviously, to share this. And I want to talk about this. Women are dying because of relationships. Recently, in Detroit, there was a man was accused of hitting his girlfriend in the stomach with his fist. She's pregnant. And then later, 2 years later, allegedly having his nephew to kill her. In Chicago, a man of Indian descent, his wife divorces him, a known photographer. He come and kill her. We got to stop trying to rescue people. It amazes me. I'ma love the pain away. In another state, and I find out the man takes his own child and throw it in the river. When I was in New York 2 weeks ago, the woman is going to see her ex. Someone comes behind with the baby and they shoot her in the head, and they haven't found that person. We'll be back. Women are dying because of love. I want to talk about that.
Hello, Detroit. This is Kim Hope. I'm here to introduce you to morefordetroit.com. More